A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Throws it to the right. And it's complete downfield.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll try the right side on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Got space looking for the end zone here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So second down after the incompletion. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the single back takes the handoff.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's that defense shifting again. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, it's a great gain, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Breaking free at the 35. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Important second down play coming up. Now, to play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. They attack the deep middle of this defense, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the ball to the ground. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. So as we begin the second quarter, the first play will be a field goal try. The distance will be from 36 yards away. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found a lane, and so this drive is going to begin with good field position. The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff. It's Tucker. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now.
Here we go. Double right.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They go with a direct snap. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
It's fourth down and 4 as you try to keep the drive going.
Easy. Ringo. Longer. Ready.
Quarterback drops back. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
It's the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing a third and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here?
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Pass ball is incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And now the running back's got it again. Fighting off the defender. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's moving out of the pocket. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. They'll get to the line here in the no huddle. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Offense looking to throw the ball. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught, second down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught quickly. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Running with purpose. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
The Wolverines line it up with first and goal. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. He'll try a pass here. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 3-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half.
Here we go.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a target, and it's complete. And they get him down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On the set.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The shotgun handoff here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Now here comes the bunch formation. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Grab behind the line. It's Tucker. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The short completion of the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quarterback keeper. And he's got it already past the first down marker. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Looks right for a quick completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
A gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
First and 10 play coming up. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. QB decides to keep it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. But I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
They're They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Wolverines looking to keep this drive moving. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time?
Get set, get set. Auger.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go. You hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. The Wolverines have first and 10 here.
Check, check. Double right.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. Second down, they're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
After missing a field goal on their last drive, they got to produce something here on third down to even get into field goal range. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Dump off caught by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
You know, on third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Now here's the toss play. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Got it.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Ready, set,
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol.
set, hut.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here's the 2nd down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Hey, that's what you're looking for right now as an offense. Nice big chunk play like that, moving the ball now into plus territory. Keep looking for those big plays downfield and hope to be able to get the ball into the end zone.
On the ready.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion.
Clear. Clear.
And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And this pass is on target. Caught. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The RPO caught to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll work the clock here with the running game.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
The Wolverines churn out another first down. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Try and muscle for the first down. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run the option. Gets the first and still running. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Boy, I really like the call here by the offensive coordinator. The defense is thinking, of course, pass with the offense trailing here in the 4th quarter. And the OC, he just dials up a QB-designed run. Quarterback gets a first down and gets out of bounds.
Snags the quick throw. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Looking for some space. It's Tucker. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Down one possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on 4th down. The defense rising up here late in this football game to protect this lead. What a play.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
It's a QB sneak. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk, came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.